Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I'm Janelle, and in today's video I'm going to talk about how to deal with insecurities. I was asked to film this video by one of my friends, and I'll share how I deal with insecurities, but truly how we as Christians should be dealing with insecurities. I did a lot of thinking on this. I really wanted to share a good message, and when I really thought about it, I realized there's three main types of insecurities that I see the most, or that I've experienced myself. I'm gonna break this video down into three different parts, and I will go ahead and list them out for you here at the beginning. The first type of insecurity I'm gonna go over is probably the one that first comes to mind, which is physical appearance. Secondly, we're gonna go into insecurity in terms of possessions. The third type of insecurity I'm gonna discuss is in terms of within, and this is the one that I struggle with the most and still kind of do, which is more about your personality, and maybe you just feel like you're awkward, or you're not good at things, or you can't find a hobby, or you don't have a lot of friends. It's more about being insecure within. Let's get right into it. We're going to start off with physical insecurities. I'm going to speak more to women because that's what I'm comfortable with, but seeing girls with the most flawless look, and a lot of the times it does come from online. People are looking at influencers and celebrities and wanting to look like that. That's just a very harmful place to be in, because number one, you don't know how edited the photo is. Number two, you don't know if they've had cosmetic surgeries. A lot of celebrities and influencers are not transparent about them. A lot of them are, but there's a lot that are not transparent about getting these surgeries done. And the ones that are, I don't like that maybe you're watching that and feel like you need to do the same thing. And you don't know how much makeup they're wearing to give an illusion of a tiny nose, or fuller lips, or bigger arched eyebrows. There's so much that could be done cosmetically, both surgical and with makeup, that can completely change your appearance. And it's just unfortunate that we see that so much in not only Instagram profiles, but also advertisements and TV and movies, and then we start to compare ourselves to these people. And so ultimately, all three types of insecurity, in my opinion, come from comparisons. You might feel bad about your nose because somebody else has a smaller nose, and maybe somebody pointed out that you have a big nose. A lot of people want to change their appearance because somebody's pointing something out about them. Now they have new insecurities, but in reality, you're never going to please everyone. I've been told that I have very frizzy hair, that it looks like a mop on my head, and then I've had other people say they love that I have such long, thick hair. And same with my nose. I've been told my nose is too long. I've been told it looks like I have a nose job because it's so perfect. I've been called too skinny. Then when I started gaining weight, I've gained too much weight. It's like people are always gonna say something. It should not matter. When it comes to your appearance, do not let people say things about the way you look, okay? The people that do that are dealing with their own insecurities, and truly what we should be doing to deal with them is taking it to the Lord. If you ask me how I deal with insecurities, I will take it to the Lord, because now I truly don't feel like altering my appearance in any way, because God knit me together the way He wanted me to look. And truly, I just see so much more beauty in somebody looking natural and just honoring the Lord. To me, that is beautiful. To have my nose be a tiny bit smaller, or my lips a tiny bit fuller, like what difference is that going to make in my life? It's not going to do anything for me. The world preaches will be more confident, more confident. Look for that confidence the way you look. Trends of what's in, what's out, they change all the time. So do not be looking at the trends to alter your appearance and things like that, because you will never find true happiness or fulfillment in that. And I can guarantee it. And if you do, it will be in vain. It's not like true fulfillment. I look back at baby pictures of myself and I'm like, why do I want to change my appearance? Like, there's such an innocent little girl right there. And when I just see myself as a child of God, I'm like, why do I want to change anything? Ask the Lord to help you feel beautiful. You might want to fast from a mirror. There's testimonies of people that have fasted from mirrors and makeup and started to realize like how much more beautiful they actually felt, and realize that focusing so heavily on their appearance was really not something that really mattered, and it doesn't require that much of our energy. You know, we want to look good for the day, and that's great, but remember, God does not make mistakes, and the way He made you is beautiful. Just embrace who you are, and people are going to love you the same way regardless of how you look. And if a guy or whoever will only like you if you look a certain way, get that person out of your life, way out of your life. The next form of insecurity we're going over is in terms of possessions. And again, this a lot of the times comes down to comparison and thinking like, okay, this person has all of this stuff and the coolest clothes and the coolest bag and the biggest house and the nicest kitchen. So usually with possession, it's like a financial insecurity, because ultimately if they are possessing all these great things, they probably have the financial means to do so. Couple things here. We need to stop comparing ourselves to other people, and that's the message of this whole video. So I'm not gonna tell you the solution is, well, look at the people that have less than you and feel great. Because yes, that works, it does. But I just want to eliminate comparison on both ends. I don't want you to compare yourselves to who has less and to who has more. Just look at your situation. Stop looking at all these people on social media and wherever else you're looking, reality TV. I barely watch reality TV anymore. It used to be all I watched. I realized that was not giving me anything. If anything, it was making me want a lifestyle that truly I don't actually want. I just thought I did because I was watching it all the time, and what you consume is what you then think is normal. And that's what was happening with, you know, rich reality TV and things like that. Think about your life and start being thankful for what you do have. If you have a roof over your head, if you can afford to get groceries, even if we're looking at prices and stuff, we're in a tough time. It's how we're managing the money that we do have. Show God that you can be trusted with what He has given you. Whether you need to write in a gratitude journal or just continuously pray to God and thank Him for what you do have, it'll completely change your outlook. And you really can live on such minimal things and be happy. That I promise you. A lot of the people that have less are actually happier than the people that have more. That's just not what you're seeing. But in a lot of cases, that is the truth. I've fallen into all of these insecurity areas, and this one is tough when all you're doing is comparing yourself to like what others have, and that comes down to envy. So please read the verses in the Bible about envy and about boasting and about possessions on earth, as they don't matter. They are all temporary. If you've got the Holy Spirit in you, if you have found the Lord, you have no reason to be envious of others and all of their riches and all of their possessions. We as believers know that that's all temporary, and what really should matter most on this earth is serving the Lord, the relationships that we make, how we're treating one another, that we're healthy. So start focusing on that and not the items that you feel like you're lacking. Having another iPad or having a better car, it's not going to change the course of your life. It's really not. And I just want to emphasize that because we put so much time. I know I'm going to look back and remember. I already do look back and remember how much time I've spent wanting more. And once you start getting more, you're gonna have new goals. You're gonna want more and more and more. So when you are content with what you got, you are winning, my friend, because that is an unhealthy game of wanting more. You'll never stop wanting more until you just cut it out now, today. So the last form of insecurity that I'm going into is in terms of personality. This one is, like I said, for me, the toughest. I've been in a lot of situations where I have felt like the outcast, like I felt like the socially awkward one, where I'm petrified of public speaking, and I don't like that about myself. I see people that, you know, are just so extroverted and so social. I went to that church event recently, and there was a girl, she's probably a couple years younger than me, on my bus, and she was just asking everybody where they were from, how long they've been going to the church, just all of these questions, and she was so lovely. And I'm like, why am I not like that? You know, you start to like think, why can't I be like so friendly? Or that friend that everybody's like, oh, she's so sweet. Like, I want to be that friend, you know? Make sure that you are following the right direction, because I have one example that I'm thinking of where I was always kind of envious that I had this friend that was never anxious about anything. She was always extroverted. She had no cares in the world, but also was not following the Lord, lacked a lot of responsibility. Again, I was comparing myself to someone that when you really look deep down, I did not want to be. I thought I wanted to be like that. But this comparison thing is so surface level. Once you dig deep, there's no reason to compare ourselves to anyone. My goal now is to honor the Lord. I don't care if I don't have a cool hobby, or if I don't go out drinking, or if I'm not the most extroverted fun person in the room, because I know that I am very responsible. I know that I'm very mature for my age, that The Lord has provided me a lot of wisdom. I still get into those insecure moments though when I'm in group settings, but I know my worth and I trust the Lord that I will be put in the right community. It is a little bit about putting in some work, but truly at the end of the day, like I said, stop comparing yourself to the person that is more fun, more extroverted, has a lot of friends, all the guys like her maybe, whatever it is. Put that all away and think, hey, how could I honor the Lord? How can I live a modest, holy lifestyle, loving my neighbor, treating everyone with respect, being responsible, being like a true woman of God? And that is where you find confidence, because I know that if I'm following the Lord, that is my greatest source of confidence right there. Call me boring, call me whatever you want. I know I have these qualities that the Lord has really helped me with and that I am continuing to work to be better and better day after day. So I hope this helped in some capacity. If you have any questions on anything, please drop them in the comments below. Let me know what other videos you would like to see from me, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.